Several of my previous videos have featured segments of virtual operations run between my Penn Central themed layout, John's New York Central train layout, and Neil's Atlantic Pacific Railroad. We each photograph and film trains with identical rolling stock to make it seem they have traveled from one layout to the next to deliver cars to various businesses. We post pictures and videos of the car forwarding on our blogs. My West Mill Yard is usually a hub of activity during our virtual ops, and fills with cars needing to be dispatched to John's and Neil's layouts, or else to be assembled into local trains to serve industries on mine. Here is some of the most recent virtual ops action on video. A northbound local is usually powered by this pair of RST-12s. Listen to the distinctive Alco sound as the pair leave the engine track and couple up to their train. A new train has been added to the virtual ops lately. The cement job serves Tri-Mount Cement represented by this mock-up. Watch as yard switcher number 8951 builds the train composed of empty 2-bay covered hoppers and open hoppers loaded with coal for Tri-Mount's kiln. Today's cement job is powered by a GP7 GP9 consist. After backing out of the yard to access the main line, the train leaves West Mill. Transfers heading in either direction may stop at West Mill to pick up or drop off cars. Train VW1 from Selkirk to Weehawken is seen in the following video picking up 4 cars that will eventually be forwarded to Neil's Atlantic Pacific Railroad. I developed my own freelanced Kingsport and Western Railroad several years ago to add interest and a little bit of color in contrast to the Penn Central dipped black look. The KP&W interchanges with the Penn Central at Westmill and also has running rights to Kingsport on the other side of my layout. The KP&W runs mostly first-generation diesel locomotives and is periodically short on motive power. It is not unusual to see pooled KP&W Lehigh Valley consists arriving at Westmill with transfer runs from the KP&W's Mayfield yard. In the following video, a Lehigh Valley GP9 and KP&W RS3 lash-up roll past a cut of cars that they will take back to Mayfield. The KP&W's eastern terminus is at Williams Yard near Kingsport. Transfers from Williams Yard to Binghamton, New York are known locally as Weebies. The latest one is just crossing Ulster Avenue at Kingsport and will be later seen slow running through Westmill as a short local returns in the opposite direction. Transfers in the other direction from Binghamton to Williams Yard are known as Beewees. Today's is seen arriving at Westmill with a pair of KP&W F7As pulling the train by themselves. It stops to set out a cut of empty hoppers during a special all-coal train op we ran at the end of last year. Our most recent virtual ops have included a representation of Selkirk Yard. I used to suggest Selkirk with another static display on the shelf layout, but have recently experimented with placing a backdrop against the large Empire Grain complex at Westmill and removing some details to turn Westmill into an operating Selkirk Yard that entire trains can roll through. Since some cars in our virtual ops travel back and forth to New England on connections on the B&M Railroad, I've also recently used a similar approach to create Mechanicville, New York, using a different backdrop. Thanks for taking a look at what's been happening lately with virtual operations on my layout. By the way, this is the first video I've posted using my home recording studio and narrating a professional quality voiceover. I've been developing a voiceover business, so if you like what you hear and if I might be of assistance to your voiceover project, the link to my business website is posted in the descriptive comments under the video. Thank you.